Hi Virgo, it's Jen here from tarotspirit.net. This is your mid-January reading. So I did some channeling first, and I'll go through that with you, and then we'll jump into the cards. So Happy New Year. Hope you're doing well. So I actually did your channeling over a couple days because just it's the way it happened. So I kind of forgot what I wrote at the beginning here. So let's read together. Nesting, decluttering, organizing. Like you're in the middle of a big project or working your way through a checklist, a to-do list. Gaining lots of satisfaction from finishing tasks, from crossing them off your list or making that check mark. Finishing all the fine details, like the icing on the cake. Yeah. Well, you guys are great at detail-oriented work, but it's almost like, I think for you guys too, sometimes people feel like, okay, good, we're done. And you come in and see all the little details that still have to be done, that are still hanging out there for it to really be complete and finished. And that's your superpower. Someone or something is going to catch your eye. Do a double take. Stop, turn around to look at it. Like if you were driving, like literally turning around. But you know what's interesting is I got this morning, something might scare or startle you. I didn't see this as being bad. It was more like that something caught your eye. So if you have someone who likes to scare people, they may get you good, or you may, if you like to do that to people, but a very playful energy. So I don't know, that just kind of reminded me of what I just wrote. Yeah. Catching up on sleep, snuggling, having great pillow talk with someone, connecting or reconnecting. See, I didn't read this again, and over here I put playful, fun energy. Could be reconnection or new connection. Fresh life is breathed into something that had gotten a bit stale. You may hear of a baby boom too. You know how it seems like this used to happen where I worked. At least 3 women were pregnant at the same time. It just never failed. And within a few months of each other, it was just very strange. So something like that may happen where all of a sudden you feel like you're hearing about all these different pregnancies or other. Yeah, okay. Maybe planning something, a move, retirement, travel. It is bringing you together with someone new or renewing existing relationship, fresh start, breathing life. I literally just wrote the same things that I wrote yesterday. Okay, obviously that wasn't psychic. It was just still in my brain. Landscaping project, pruning, putting in a pool. Yeah, I see you planning. Maybe you do landscaping, or you're thinking of doing a landscaping company, or you really, since I think we've all been home, maybe last summer you just kind of, I know it's summer some other places now. We're in winter where I am. But maybe all summer you and your household would be like, we should do that, we should do that, we should do that. And it's actually coming into a real plan that you're going to implement. You may even do a lot of it yourself, but some of you may even go as far as putting in a pool and really thinking, we actually kind of loved it here at home, but what would have made it even better was putting a patio and a fire pit and just making it a little more, a few more amenities would have been perfect. Okay, let's jump into the cards. For Virgo, did I even say I was doing Virgo? Good Lord, all over the place. 10 of Pentacles, yeah. This is reminding me of the landscaping, the estate, putting down roots, someplace where you're not afraid to put some money into it and invest in yourselves. This is about many generations. You could be talking to family members. You could be getting a little, inheritance or a little kickback. Um, Kickback. I didn't mean it that. That sounds underhanded. So I don't know if that means something to someone. But I wasn't thinking it that way until I heard it come out of my mouth. Here's a horse in the picture. Could have a Sag connection. Um, there's a richness to this card. And it isn't just about monetary, tangible financial wealth, assets. It's also a richness, the way um, food can be really rich and deep and complex and just amazing. It's that as well. There's maybe a richness of connection, of tradition, legacy, things like that. Because a child could be named a junior or the third or whatever, fourth, wherever you go with that. Or naming a child after someone um, in honor. Like I had she was, I don't know if she was alive when I was born. I'm named after a great grandmother, my middle name. So the devil. I really see, look at that bear in the background. I really see this more as the playful energy that I was talking about. I mean, devil's going to caution you about taking it too far, taking it to excess, things like that. But it's a Capricorn energy. So here's the devil's in the details, those details that came up, making sure you really look at the details, go through your checklists, do a double check. But I'm getting the playful energy of it as well, because this is some weird things dancing in the background. Because this is your desires and things like that as well. It's your shadow side, but it's also, that can be that more playful, let's let loose, let's have fun side, as long as it's not taken to extreme. Like, I don't know if you want to be summoning demons, but you do you. Just make sure they don't come around me. There's a beautiful flower that probably only blooms at night. I was getting a moon energy, a playful moon energy. I feel like this is very moon card like up here. Eight of Pentacles. Wow, so grounded, you guys. So grounded. This is doing that thing you love, doing that thing that when you're doing it, you're completely swept away and it feeds your soul and you're just energized and in the zone and loving it. It's something you want to be doing during your free time. It also can be really learning or putting down. Those look like lilacs. I'm trying to figure out what flower that is. I think it's lilacs. You could be training people. Maybe you have expert skills in some area like this where you do your own. I mean, it really could be anything. Really could be anything. It could be a professional consulting business. It could be some sort of art or craftsmanship, rebuilding cars, landscaping. I mean, literally could be anything. You also may decide to take, I hear a master class. You may be really studying things. You could be going into a traditional school, but you could also be, some things you can't learn from a traditional school. You need to go to a coach or a professional, someone who's extremely knowledgeable. And Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is that decluttering, unburdening yourself, which of these sticks that are on your back are actually yours to carry? Have you picked up, or are you still carrying things you should have put down a long time ago? Um, Resentment. I'm thinking being too hard on yourself about things, and maybe having a little bit of nothing's ever quite good enough. I mean, that could be from some sort of family legacy. Um, where you succeed, you do this, and if you're, say, an artist that has a different, you're not as impressed with um, traditional symbols of wealth or something. You value wealth more in the richness of your life, instead of what's in your bank account. And it doesn't mean you're poor. You can't make money out of it, but it's different. It's a different value. It's a different way of approach of it's just a different set of criteria to calculate how meaningful someone's life is. Um, I love this. It looks like Craig Nadoon from Outlander. So what's up there? Although it almost now in this deck looks like she's carrying wood for that fire. You may want to do with that moon at the end. What that moon? The full moon in shit. Where's my paper? I don't know where my paper is. Whatever the full moon. I think it's on like the 28th or the 29th. Leo? Might be. I think it's in Leo fire. Yes. Okay. So reconnecting. I see this as passion though. I know it's going to sound weird. Maybe you've been apart from someone and there's been all this built up energy. Like this bear. The bear in the background is reminding me a little bit of maybe you have an overbearing boss. In Lenormand cards, the bear is the boss. It can be the mama bear, the protector. Um, but it could also be, maybe you have an overbearing mother, but it can also be a boss, a manager. Maybe they're up to something no good, or maybe they micromanage you and you feel they're watching you all the time. Of course, if you were summoning demons at work, it might be a problem. I guess it depends on where you work. What else am I getting? Squirreling things away. Some nesting. This, I don't know. I know that's nothing. They live in nests, though, in trees. Nesting, squirreling stuff away. But I see her going to add fuel to that fire up there. And I think it's in a good way. These two tens, there's a new beginning emerging here. Some of you could be wrapping up a long time job so this could be retirement, a job at a traditional company, and finally having time to do those things you really want to be doing. And it's once she makes it up there and puts that wood on that fire, it's like it's going to become the Ace of Wands again. This new passion, this new exciting beginning moving forward. Yeah, something is like a whole fresh start for you. Okay, Virgo, I will leave it there. I hope you are doing really, really well. And I'll see you at another video. Take care.